She came storming into my yard like she owned the whole town, her heels stabbing the dirt, her hand waving a paper high like it was a weapon. "This is official." She shouted, "You owe the HOA $1 million for violating community rules." She shoved the paper in my face like a judge passing a death sentence. I almost laughed, but I didn't. Instead, I just sat on my porch, calm, hands folded, watching her shake with fake power. Behind her, neighbors peeked from their windows, whispering already. She wanted a scene. She was getting one. I spoke slowly. $1 million. For what? Her lips curled into a smirk. Unauthorized landscaping. Illegal use of the property. Public nuisance. If you don't pay, we'll seize your home. That word lit a fire in my chest. She thought she had me cornered. Just another old man with dirt under his nails. Easy prey. She had no idea what I knew, or what I'd been keeping quiet for years. I leaned forward. "You're real sure this is your land, aren't you?" "Of course it's ours," she said, loud enough for the neighbors to hear. "This is HOA territory. You don't follow the rules. You don't live here." I let the silence hang, heavy as a storm cloud. Then I said softly, "Funny thing. Your clubhouse, your pool, even that shiny office you sit in, might not be on your land at all." Her smirk twitched. Just a second, but I saw it. Crack. She stepped closer, shoving the fine back in my face. "Don't play games with me. We can take everything. Your truck, your tools, even this shack you call a house." Her voice was sharp, but the crack in it gave her away. I stood up slow, brushing the dust from my jeans. "You're awfully confident, Karen," I said, raising my voice so the neighbors could hear. "Confident about rules that don't even apply to me." Her face burned red. "Don't you dare call me that. I'm the president of this HOA, and my authority means nothing." I cut in, calm as stone. Because authority without ownership is just noise. She froze. For once, she didn't know what to say. Right then, two so-called security guards walked up the street, cheap uniforms. Dollar store sunglasses, trying to look official. Karen crossed her arms like she had backup now. "Gentlemen, remove him from this property. He's trespassing." Gasps. A neighbor raised a phone, recording. I didn't move. Instead, I pulled a folded envelope from my pocket. My hands didn't shake. "Funny thing, Karen," I said, holding it up. "You think this land belongs to your little club. But this," I tapped the paper, "says otherwise." The guards glanced at each other, unsure. Karen lunged to snatch it, but I pulled back. Her voice went shrill. "That's fake. He's lying. Don't listen to him." But neighbors were already stepping out, phones raised, whispers spreading like fire. I leaned in close so only she could hear. "I'm about to show them something that will burn your empire to the ground." Her face turned pale. I raised my voice. "Everyone here should know who really owns what. Let's clear this up." Karen stammered, "You can't," but the crowd drowned her out. I pointed at the clubhouse she flaunted. "According to the deed, survey records, and county files, that building sits squarely on my land." The neighbors gasped. One even squinted at the document. "Wait, this shows she's standing on his land." Karen's arms flailed. "That's fake. The HOA has you brought fake cops." I cut her off. "Fake fines. It's fake authority. But it turns out the clubhouse you claim is yours. My land, your power. Fake." The guards shifted nervously. One muttered, "Ah, maybe we should leave." Karen spun on me, voice shaking. I'll sue. This isn't over." I folded the envelope slowly, staring her down. "Sue all you want. But the law and your neighbors see the truth. And truth is louder than your screams." Clapping broke out. Neighbors cheered. Phones recorded everything. For the first time, she looked small, but her rage boiled over. She stomped toward the clubhouse, barking at her guards. "Call the cops now." Tell them he's trespassing." The guards hesitated. One whispered, "Ma'am, maybe we should just—" "No," she shrieked. "Do it." I stepped onto my porch, calm as ever. "You want real cops. Call them. But be ready to explain why you've been lying to everyone." Her phone buzzed. She grabbed it, shouted into it, then froze. Her face drained. She slammed it down. They said they need proof. Proof of ownership." A smirk crossed my face. And there it is. The crack becomes a canyon. Desperate, she pulled out another fake notice, waving it wildly. "I can still fine you." "You can't just—" "Oh, I know," I said, raising my hand. "And I also know faking fines, faking cops, and trespassing on someone else's land can get people in real trouble." The crowd buzzed. Phones pointed like weapons. The guards backed away, ashamed. Karen's voice cracked, but no one listened anymore. Then I said it loud, clear, for everyone to hear. "Here's a tip, Karen. Threatening people with fake authority on land that isn't yours doesn't end well. And today, you just proved it." Silence hung heavy. Then, from somewhere in the crowd, clapping erupted again. Her hands trembled. For the first time, she wasn't the HOA queen, just a liar caught in her own web. I stepped forward, pulled a tablet from my pocket, and pressed play. Hidden camera footage lit up Karen sneaking onto my property, planting fake notices, calling fake officers. Every word, every move, all caught on tape. Gasps spread like wildfire. Karen lunged for it, but I pulled it back. "This," I said, my voice steady, "is what happens when you lie, cheat, and think you own more than you do." And now, it's all on record. Her lips trembled. You can't. People will. On the contrary," I said, my smile sharp. "Exposing your lies is completely legal, and now in front of everyone who matters." It's undeniable. Phones caught her every expression. The queen of the HOA, dethroned by her own arrogance. And somewhere in that crowd, a clip was already going viral.